They start the drive with Cook. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now Montez. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us for their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Smith catches left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. First down, here's the run with Cook. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw, Montez. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Joseph's got it. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds. And that'll be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back now in Atlanta's 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. Not that type of a losing streak. It's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And this one complete to Smith. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Play fake. Cousins. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be taken down right now. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they start at their own 24-yard line. Some consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They'll look to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll try and throw for it here. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Here we go. Check two. Steal. Check steal. Ready.
Now Gordon on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ready?
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Back to throw here. He completes it to Ridley. Down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll get 34 yards there.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll set up a throw. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's Montez. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Check strike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll throw now on the final play. In trouble, and he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on fourth down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw again. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. A good pickup there, 22. What they talked about at halftime, whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 13. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there. And there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They find some open field here. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Play action now. Cousins. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Darius Philon providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just outside his own goal line. And take it right on the 30. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go play action here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards remain for 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they got it to the 28-yard line. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Youngway on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Hey, bring up 48. Black.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play fake. Cousins. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Vikings are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be
one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Goes right back to Smith again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Throwing here, Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw, Montez. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that break, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side of him, he's got a man. That's Bird. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dive, 6 defensive backs. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on your